Good evening guys. It's 5:12 p.m. Today is October 31st, 2023. It's a Halloween day and it's a Tuesday, day before FOMC. So we will stay neutral today because tomorrow is FOMC and the way price is behaving, that's why I kept Monday and Tuesday as a neutral day. So today was Tuesday. Tomorrow it may change. So we will stay neutral today, open for both sides. All the levels are important. We have to stick with those levels and we can trade level to level. We will also look for setup around those levels only as a target or entry. Same description as yesterday. Today is all about month end closing as well. 525, 590 for NQ. That's the max basically. It can go. ES 90, 42, 12 or this should stay as a max if price choose to go higher. So you can see NQ reached up to 503 and held it as a max. ES reached into this area pretty much, right? 12, 13 or 14 and it held it as a max. That is what I wanted to see, which is good. So this was all expectation, and ideally I want to see price below preferred sellers area and backup sellers area. Ideally preferred sellers area, right? Dream numbers 348, 359, and this is same as Sunday night statement, right? And which I shared it yesterday also, Monday, right? So you can see it Monday, Tuesday. See, today was a Tuesday. ES is allowed to go up, right? So today's up move was also not surprise. Yesterday's up move was also not surprise. Both days where I was expecting price to go higher up to certain levels. Okay, so there is no surprise here. By the way, whatever happens tomorrow, then I will know whether it was surprise or what. But it's tomorrow, end of the day, we will know. But for now it's all good. I was expecting this up move. Okay, dream number 348, right, and 359, these two. Okay, now so level wise I kept it pretty much same levels as yesterday. All the lines same as it is except some color change. ES same levels as yesterday. I did not change it except moving the labels around. Okay, so ES pretty much held super aggressive buyers area, basically 65, this area. So this area I gave it in Discord like this. I said if you don't want to follow these individual levels, focus with these three boxes, 1, 2, 3. Now if I extend it, you can see it. See, focus on these two boxes, 1, 2 and 3. That's the three boxes I gave it in Discord, and you can see it. High of the day, low of the day. Ideally below preferred sellers area, ideally below preferred sellers area or backup. See, all good, right? But this is all good at the end, but in between there was a lot of choppy price action. So now see, this 2 days upward movement was expected, but where to catch that move, that is the problem, because the way ES and NQ are behaving along with Dow Jones. See, we are following Dow Jones now from last 2 days. Tomorrow it will be third day we will follow Dow Jones. Today all this move in NQ was because of Dow, not because of ES. It was because of Dow. ES also because of Dow. So this today, Monday and Tuesday, we follow Dow, and pretty much whenever Dow pull back to our level, ES and NQ bounce. So Dow into support, this guy's bounce. Dow into resistance, this guy's tank. So pretty much all this trade you see it here, all the scalping kind of trade, but not like 5 point. It's like 20, 30 point trade. They're all because of Dow. So I was watching Dow, and I already gave those levels in Discord for Dow. 990 was one of the level, 950 was another level, 925 was another level, 880 was today's low, that was also my level. So because of that 880 touch and the way Dow bounced, this guy bounced. Later in the day 950 held it as a support, so all these longs because of that. Now of the open, I knew that 925 it will go there, sorry 425, so of right in Discord, right of the open, before open even, I said it will go to 425, NQ will go to 425, that is what I said, and then it will decide, so here you can see right of the open, it opened here 401, 403, it went to 425, then it got rejection. So this is what I wanted to see, but I was not expecting price to go all the way down because ES was holding, it was not like tanking fast. Later on ES tanked, first NQ already it was here while ES was hanging around here, so now I knew that 425 can act as a resistance, but I already discussed in Discord that in the middle of this range, this is Globex high, this is Globex low here, I don't want to trade it, that is what I said. Either it goes up here and do a failed breakout, then I want to trade it, or goes lower, then I'm interested, so here I'm not interested. So even though knowing that it may get a rejection, I was not expecting that far move that fast, but anyway it happened, right? So I had to go with the flow when I already missed the train and I don't know the target lower, how far it's gonna go. That's where I don't take the trade with the flow. But if I know where price is going, then I don't mind take the trade with the flow. So like this, see this long, that is like with the flow, stop loss has to be lower, right? But I know that it's not gonna go lower much, so I can have a conservative stop, not all the way down, and I can take with the flow, because at that time stop is just a pointer, most likely it's not gonna go hit, it is just like a safety purpose, so I can go with the flow in this case right here, and I can target this because that's the most likely target at that point. Why? Because there is a background that you have to read it with the price, so like here, see when price hit here, Dow was hitting 880, okay, and so I watched it here and I went long right around this 330 or so. Right before the news, there was a news at 9:45, so and then someone reminded me, so I built out at 352, so 20 points here. Then there was a news 9:45, price went down, made a new low, and at that time it was a breakdown. So at that point, before there was another news at 10 o'clock, so before news it has a breakdown, right? So now the idea is, if this damn thing had breakdown, it's an open drive down, it did not pull back much to the upside, this is a valid open drive, then it has a breakdown, it should not go above this area at all if this open drive is valid after having this breakdown, okay? So that was the idea. So now based on that idea, right at the news time, right after the news, the first 2 minutes I was watching this thing, first 1.5 minutes it was unable to go higher, that's why I took the short at 338 here, and my stop was 342. It was not a hard stop, but it is like a watching stop, dynamic stop. That means I wanted to see a closing, a nice closing above 342, then I will cut it, otherwise poke I will not cut it. So here I took the trade, price went down in my favor as usual, right? But here I was telling in Discord, I was observing in a 15-second chart, I was saying this damn, see before even news, before 10 o'clock, what just happened was, here it broke down, right? Ideally it should not go above 330 after having a breakdown immediately, because it was open drive. But here before news, it went up like this. At that time it's a failed breakdown scenario also in play, failed breakdown bias. So when it was hovering around here, see in 2 minutes it's cleaned down, right? But in 15 seconds it was choppy here, so back and forth. That's where I told in Discord that maybe the failed breakdown buyers are defending. If they do defend it, most likely they will stop me out. If they do stop me out, that's where I know it's a failed open drive scenario, then I can go long. So right here I cut it, right? But still I got 4-point loss. or 5 point loss here. Then it went up like this. The moment it closed, right, I went long right at 365. You can see it in a 30-second or 15-second chart, that trade, but that's where I went long. Target is this 406, right? So here I built out at 404, and then I waited, price pulled back again. Here I went long again, now expecting that price should go higher, right? So it went up like this. At that time I was ready, to say okay, now it's gonna go here. The moment it came down like this, I cut it right here. Okay, now it was 10 right there. So that was my NQ trade for the day. Okay, then I stopped trading because now I had enough points for the day, like 30 points some here, 30 40 here, 20 point, 4 point loss. Overall I have 40-45 points, maybe 60 points for the day, right? More than enough. I only look for 20 points a day, so whether it's a trend day or choppy day, I don't care. 20-point consistency, that is what I am looking for, right? So here then it came down, right, like this. So when it price came down here, I said two things can happen. Either this day is choppy, most it can go down, take out this low, or there is a breakout buyers here, this breakout buyers. See, it was a surprise move, right? It break down, up, rejection, down here, and then shoot up. So there will be a breakout player here, or there are people who did not get a chance to involve in this move, so at this point this breakout buyers can defend, and if they do defend, you will see again break above this, which is the case here. Again you can go long if you want, but now the problem with going long here is this breakdown, see here, can act as a resistance. That means you don't have much room here, and there is no instant activity like this, fail breakdown, then down, and then up. It's like straight up, so it can go up here and then come down, right? So there is no room here. See, there is a difference between this long and this long. The activity before, it's a difference, versus here. So this is an exhaustion play, but you can't rely that it will just shoot higher, like this. Okay, so that's why it's a different trade, but ideal location would be here. This is a confirmation base. Okay, at the same time ES was also pulling at this breakout area, see that here, right, at the same time. Okay, now, and Dow was also pulling back. So at this point onwards we closed the Discord voice, and I said I'm done for the day. Now no longer I'm interested in trading. So that's why you don't see any trade here, right? Later in the day there was a trade right at 137 here, long at 432 or so, billing out at 476. Now I did not take this trade, but I put it here because I highlighted this trade right here even before it's happening, so the way I did was, so I shared a chart with explaining all this price action at 11 o'clock. So hold on, at 11:16 up to this point, entire this price action I explained it in a chart, that hey, this is a fail breakout, then down, this is a short based on that, this is a breakout short, breakout long, this is a breakout pullback, again this is a fail breakout. All these trades I explained it in detail. Based on that story, what I said, that I draw a line here because NQ was following a certain pattern. So I draw this area and I said, if actually this area, if NQ breaks out about this area, then you will see a pullback into this area. That is what I said at 11:15. Whenever, if it does, here you can see it started to break out, right? But it didn't go like more than a one candle or two candles, right? So it was not enough like breakout. So there is no trade here. So you can see down, right? See here, That's where the actual breakout happened, right there. See, all this job, and then here it tried to go down but failed. Here again tried to go down, failed. Then it initiated an up move. Then immediately it pulled back like this. See this bar? That's where you're long, because it was already, I told in the Discord, at 11:15. If it breaks out, this area will act as a pullback long, so that's why this long was here. Now you target this, okay, and that's pretty much it. All these things, no need to trade. This is the only trade. Anyway, if you try to trade it, it's all, see here, fake breakdown, again went up, looks like it wants to go higher, right? But then again failed, again wants to go higher, again failed, right? So this is all garbage move, because the target was achieved at that point. See, the moment I took the exit here, the target is pretty much achieved, because ES was hitting these levels. So that's it. After that, it's all garbage. Once the target is achieved, it's all garbage. So now tomorrow will be interesting. So tomorrow, right? End of the day. Tomorrow, end of the day, either you will see price coming here. That's the only option. I don't want to think about upside option, but worst case scenario, like, okay, so tomorrow this is a seller's area, so you can see price in the overnight or tomorrow before FOMC. During FOMC you may see this like this, but later in the day, before end of the day, or right at the end of the day after FOMC, you want to see either price going here and then come down, or right at the FOMC coming down here. That is what my expectation is. That is what I want to see, but we'll see how it goes. Somewhere around here. So we'll see how it goes, and that'll be all for today.